Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be going over conversations on Course Creator 360. So this video is going to be particularly useful for individuals who are looking to understand how conversations work on Course Creator 360. And so conversations is one of my favorite features on Course Creator 360. And so this is what it looks like. When you first log on to Course Creator 360, you're just going to click on this Conversations tab. And so this Conversations tab has all of your conversations, whether it's from email, SMS text, Facebook, Instagram, voice call. So this is what it looks like. You have a Conversations tab, you also have a Recents tab, you also have a Start tab if any conversations are more important than others. And you also have an All tab, which practically shows all of your conversations. And so right over here next to the search option, you have this Filters tab, and so you can filter out your conversations based on the last message channel, such as email, SMS, live chat, WhatsApp, Facebook calls, voicemail, Instagram. You could also filter out by outbound message type, whether it was manual or automated. You could also filter it by the last message direction, whether it was an inbound message or an outbound message. You can filter your conversations based on where you've been mentioned or mentions of a specific user. You could also filter your conversations by which ones are your chat versus which one have been assigned to a different team member on your team, or which conversations have been unassigned. So these filtering options are going to make it so that everyone who interacts with your business is going to be followed up with and no person goes missing. So if we take, for example, this spam chat that you see right over here, when you click on the conversation, on the right-hand side, you'll be able to see their email, their phone number. You could also assign this contact to one member of your team, just like that. You could also search their followers, see any tags that they have, and you could also see what active workflows they're currently in. In addition to that, you could actually add tags to them. You could actually add them into automations as well. And if this contact for some reason doesn't want to be messaged at all, you could actually turn on this D&D option here, where it basically stands for do not disturb, and they will no longer receive any texts, emails, or Facebook messengers from you. So if I click on this checkbox right over here, this means that this individual will no longer have text messages sent to them. So with this contacts page that you see on the right-hand side, it's a really nice way to get an idea of how to handle this contact, who it's been assigned to, what information they have as well. If you go more to the right-hand side, you'll see this appointments tab right over here. You could actually use this to book an appointment with this contact as well by clicking on book appointment. And this is what it looks like. There's a calendar. Which calendar are you going to book this appointment in? What's the name of the appointment? And then what's the calendar default you're going to use? And also show the time slot. Underneath that, I don't really use these three options as much, but opportunities is a really great way to make sure that you take advantage of all your leads who are interested in purchasing your online course, service, or product. So if you want to add this contact to an opportunity, you can do that here as well. And if you don't know what opportunities are, they're basically a way for you to funnel leads and contacts into getting them to purchase your product or service. So I'll be explaining this very shortly. You also have a task list over here, but I don't really use Course Creator 360 for tasks. So let's say that for Xandra Group, we want to create a task called email them. Okay, and here's a description test, and you can assign this task to someone, and I'll show you what the tasks option looks like. But let's say that we assign this to myself, and today's the due date. We can create a task specifically for Xandra Group. So you can see all the tasks listed out for this individual here. And so with Course Creator 360, you really start to understand that it really works well when it comes to working with team members. So if you have setters and then you have sales calls team and you have a marketing team, all of them can work together so that you land a contact into purchasing your service or online course. Over here, we also have a notes tab in case you want to add some notes here. So maybe we can say this person was interested in purchasing our LTO or low ticket offer and create note. So there's a lot of ways you can actually customize a contact and add a lot of different notes and notations to give everyone on your team a good understanding of where this contact is in. Now, with this contact, obviously you can mark them as read, mark as start, and delete the contact as well. Over here is where you're actually going to reply to your contact if you want. So you can see that the channel name is IG Messenger DM. But if I scroll further down, right now it looks like we only have IG and inbound leads. But if your contact has like an Instagram account that they message you on, and they also have an email that they message you on, You'll also see different tabs here that say Instagram, email, SMS, so that you can reply to whichever channel that you want. Now within the conversations tab, you have manual actions here, but I don't really use this all too much. You also have snippets, so you can use snippets to create predefined content. So think of it as like quick replies for faster and consistent communication. So you can create your own snippets for faster replies via SMS or email. And then you also have this thing called trigger links. So what trigger links are is that you can use trigger links within your automations so that you can track specific customer actions. And based on those trigger links, you can trigger events within your automations. So for example, I'm not sure why they put it under the conversations tab, but if we go into automations and let's open up a demo funnel here. Here's a demo. Here we have like a simple automation where when a form is submitted, that's going to be the trigger. And then we send them an email. And then this email is going to have a trigger link. So in order to insert a trigger link, you're just going to click on this Thunderbolt icon and then choose the trigger link that you want to go ahead and add. And so the next action will be waiting. So basically what we're waiting for is when the trigger link is clicked, and then we're waiting for which trigger link to click, which is the Google review link, and it's waiting 24 hours. So if you know someone clicks on a trigger link, you can send them another email. You can basically send them any of these actions that you see here. Okay, there's a lot of different actions, but if they don't click on the trigger link and it's timed out, then you can just end the automation if you want, or you can send them another email. It's up to you. But that's also trigger links when it comes to the conversations tab here. But that's essentially it. So again, one of my favorite features with Course Creator 360 without a doubt is this conversations tab. Just having all your conversations housed in one setting makes it extremely easy to follow up with leads and such. But if you haven't signed up for Course Creator 360 just yet, guys, you can use my link down below in order to sign up for a free 30-day trial. And in addition to that free 30-day trial, you're also going to get access to this 90-minute bootcamp. So this 90-minute bootcamp is a 14-step process that helps you step by step on how to get started with Course Creator 360 if you haven't started just yet. So that link will be down below in the description, and it'll also be used to help my channel. But thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.